Edgar Allan Poe spent his entire life writing about madness, fear, and unexplained deaths. But the darkest mystery of all was not in his stories. It was his own final days. In September 1849, Edgar Allan Poe left Richmond, Virginia. He was supposed to travel to Philadelphia. He never arrived. For 5 days, no one knew where he was. No letters, no witnesses, no trace. It was as if the man who wrote about disappearing minds had vanished himself. 5 days later, Poe was found lying on the streets of Baltimore, confused, weak, barely conscious. But something was terribly wrong. He was wearing clothes that did not belong to him. A worn coat, cheap shoes, someone else's hat. Friends said they had never seen him dressed like that. People tried to speak to him. Poe could barely respond. But one name kept escaping his lips. Reynolds. Again and again. No one knew who Reynolds was. To this day, no one does. Poe was taken to a small hospital. Doctors asked him what had happened. He never answered. Sometimes he screamed. Sometimes he whispered. Sometimes he stared into nothing. He drifted between consciousness and silence. And then, 4 days later, Edgar Allan Poe died. Was no clear cause of death. The medical records disappeared. The doctor's notes were lost. Some said alcohol poisoning. Others said poisoning. Some believed he was beaten. Others believed he was used in a voting scam. No theory was ever proven. His death certificate simply said, "Cause unknown." After his death, Poe was neglected. He was buried without a proper gravestone. For years, visitors stood before an unmarked grave. The man who shaped horror and mystery became a mystery himself. Allan Poe once wrote, "En horreur, all that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream." Perhaps his final days were exactly that. A dream. A nightmare. A story with no ending. Blank. Underscore. Blank. He spent his life creating unsolved mysteries. And in the end, he became one. Edgar Allan Poe did not write his final story. He lived it.